Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
The man is transforming Lakshmi. And so you distribute from the God you receive to the God you receive. And dance and chanting and take prasad. Prabhupada, it was very simple to say that.
Yeah.
In this golden age, by chanting the holy name, by serving the devotee, it means serve the society. Devotees is society. And dancing and going pilgrimage is the perfection. If there is a purity. Everything can be possible, then impossible. But it depends on our conscience.
Especially here mentioned bhajan.
Bhajan is a life. It's not only one opi that we chant Hare Krishna for 2 hours, 3 hours. Bhajan is our life that Mahaprabhu gave an example when he was on the planet. And Prabhupada gave an example how to put in practice this golden age that is already there. You have to have the key to open the treasure of a couvert.
Yes.
Is it okay that I repeat for Gurudev the translation
sure.
From the verse?
Sure.
So we are reading from verse 20. The senses that dwell in our bodies are so many enemies. Nobody obeys anyone. My ears hear, but don't listen. And my heart knows, but does not realize. They cannot become determined and fixed.
In the bhajan.
Yeah.
In our duty life, our service life, our constitutional position.
Yeah.
Easy, as it would say, easy. And we make us strong and pure. As Prabhupada say, the purity is the force that he can conquest the heart of humanity. Our now bhajan is day by day, with our example, living in the bhajan and sankirtan, living action. And whatever we do, in according to our Varnashram Dharma. Prabhupada focalized very well that if we don't constitute the pure Varnashram Dharma, that's the big problem. Society is completely Maya. Varnashram Dharma established the purity step by step. The process is like this. It's an eternal process. It's not a process of 500 years ago, 10,000 years ago, 100, 1 billion years ago. That's the process of a constitution of the constitution.
What Sripad mentioned...
Create from who? Who create everything? Krishna.
What Sripad mentions here is very interesting. He says
the cause of the cause.
The senses who were dwelling within the body and is not listening to each other, causing a disturbance and being the enemy, means that we have to spiritualize our material senses. So how we spiritualize our material senses? When we engage them in devotional service. So in the verses before it was mentioned every sense, the tongue, the ears, the nose, the eyes, and even the lower senses can be engaged in devotional service, and then they are not longer our enemy. They become our friend because we are engaging them in devotional service, and those they will not cause any disturbance in executing our bhajan.
And also we are leading this all among the 10 senses. The most important one is mind.
The mind.
So, if mind control or mind is one pointed, automatically senses follow.
Automatically.
Yeah, automatically. So therefore, Gurudev is saying this to just check what kind of object mind dwells. And then, if Radha Mohan is there inside, and if Bhakti is there, we can go spiritual life. But if we have material thing inside, then it may be obstacle.
Because our spiritual body is mentally conceived, and we are performing our seva within the mind. So therefore I think the mind is the most important sense to engage in devotional service.
Therefore actually Raga Nuga Bhajan is engaging mind in spiritual way. To meditate with Radha Mohan's Leela, or sometimes Rupa, Guna, Nama, Rupa, Guna, and Leela, or Seva.
And what you mentioned, Varnashram, Dharma, Varna and Ashram are to be rightly situated in the right place, so that we can perform easily our bhajan.
Right.
But it's a material thing, Varnashram. It's material. It is only that you are situated in the right way, so that you can do your spiritual life very peacefully.
More easy. But the main thing is the internal process.
Practice, yes.
Practice.
And you, step by step, achieve it. By serving, love is coming. If I serve you every day, Jayananda, as a friend, you love me or not?
Of course, love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
When we say, I love you too. What does it mean? That we are in the bhajan. Spiritual. Yeah, that is the love, the serving. In your constitutional position, that in the Vaishnava, you are a Brahmana, right? In your constitution. That is the external. But internal, you are not Brahmana, you are not Kshatriya, you are not Vaishya, you are nothing. You are the spiritual soul, servant of the God, of Krishna, or Radha Krishna, or Radha Mohan, or Radha Madhava, or Radha whatever you want.
No,
you know my point?
Yeah, true. That's true. But we are Radha Dasi. We try to be.
No, but this is how you can tell to the people outside the world that you are Radha Dasi. What you can understand.
No,
we can say in the Western country, we are Mary Radha, Rasa, Mary, Virgin Mary, servant.
Yes.
Is the same concept? Is absolute? If you are Mary Dasi or Radha Dasi, is the same love? Radha, what does it mean? Love, right?
We are servant of love.
And Mary, what is? Mother of Jesus, what is? Love. He gives love to everybody.
Yes.
In the form of what? Of bhajan. You pray, you serve, and Mary appear to you. Radha appear to you.
Who is Mary?
Maria, la mamma di Gesù.
Mother of Jesus.
La mamma di Gesù. Is Radha? How much love give Maria Magdalena to all 1,000 disciples they were in the Jesus time? They were to go. Jesus give to Maria Magdalena, to Mary, my mother. Mother, I am your son. And everybody was in love. And Radha, the same. Only the custom, the tradition, the paraphernalia can change. but the essence of loving, you can make it in a different form, in different situations.
So that is right. We are now in Vrindavan, we are like in the inner circle. We can discuss this very intimate thing that we are Radhadasi,
But not
and
also.
how we perform
Not
our
possible. We will
service
not understand.
within, that we are Radhadasis and we are performing our seva within the kunja. This is a very intimate thing that we can discuss in Vrindavan, in our very intimate association. And when we are out of Vrindavan, it is good when we talk about the soul and the body, about more basic things to the devotees, and with time and slowly, if they are make more advancement in spiritual life, we can go to the more elevated subjects.
Right.
But it is also possible in the West, we can also talk, if people are receptible of that. So we have to adjust also our level of kata to the circumstances.
Sure.
It depends in what circle that we are.
Sure.
But here in Vrindavan, it comes like spontaneously, because we are already here in the kunja.
And also Srila Prabhupada mentioned, don't go directly to the 10th canto, because the people are being confused.
But Gurudev said to read the 10 canto first. But I told my husband,
Upside down.
I told my husband, we should read. And he said, no. We start from the first canto because he's old ISKCON school. So
You go elementary school, you don't study scientist when you are 5 years old.
Canto from beginning, as he's preaching in America. He gave from beginning 10 canto. Srila Prabhupada, because it's his essence.
Yeah, this is also
I
what Gurudev says.
remember video where first disciples sitting and love feast, and someone making movie. And I remember someone who is just few weeks away, 2 weeks away in this association, and he's explaining, we are Gopi, la. He's telling about, he's telling on the base of St. Canto, Rajalila.
And the last time, Mahanidhi Mana Gopala Maharaj prays, one devotee asked,
Madan Gopal Baba
my Gurudev said,
сказал, мой Гурудев сказал,
don't read 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Гурудев сказал, не читать Шримад Бхагаватам.
Yeah, some ISKCON Guru.
My Gurudev also,
Один учитель сказал, что не читать песню Шримад Бхагаватам.
at the beginning I'm talking, yeah.
So, and then Mahanidhi Baba said,
Мадан Гопал Баба сказал,
when I joined ISKCON,
когда я присоединился к Искону,
at that time,
в это время,
every morning, every evening,
каждое утро, каждый
we are
вечер,
reading 10th canto of Bhagavatam, Krishna book.
And one more, Sri Narayana Goswami Maharaj taught all my books for all people. All. Gopi Gita, Raghavatma Chandrika, Venu Gita. He taught all my books for all people. You can distribute on the street.
Because you know what is the point, if you don't hear about Rasa Lila and all the intimate pastimes, how we can remember it, how we can take part in the Lila. So we have to hear it so that we can remember it also when we are performing our bhajan.
Yes, and if without hearing, listening, we have no greed, no desire to enter.
And we cannot develop a taste for it. So for this reason, it's very important to hear about this.
And also Shukadeva Goswami said 10th canto, I think 33 chapter, some verse. Hearing the pastime of Radha and Krishna, especially Rasa Lila, if we hear proper source, then all our material desire will finish.
Хридрогам is mentioned. And Sri Narayana Maharaj taught the verb which is using by Shukadeva Goswami in this verse, telling you must hear from proper source. You must hear, not if you will hear. No, it's written. It's order. You must hear.
because they want that we develop taste for it, a higher taste, so that we will forget about the lower taste.
And also Srila Goswami Maharaj told, not possible to stop the stream of bhakti. Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada prohibited to sing in Gaudiya Math Yashamati Nandana, but now everyone in Gaudiya Math singing Yashamati Nandana. So, this is the evidence. The stream of bhakti not possible to stop.
And I remember one pastime Prabhupada.
Я помню одну игру Прабхупады.
I think 1969 or 70, something that kind of year.
В 70-м году примерно.
And Krishna book appeared.
Появилась книга Кришна.
I think some devotee bring Prabhupada Krishna book first edition.
Первый экземпляр
I don't around
принесли
1970. I think that is a festival time.
Это был праздник, фестиваль.
And then Prabhupada said,
Прабхупада сказал.
and then watching.
Он поднял книгу. Кто хочет?
Who won?
Кто хочет эту книгу?
Yes, I want
Я хочу.
Prabhupada. Then
Он
distribute.
дал. Oh, it was special from his book. First, how to say? Okay.
I don't know. He's asking money, but I think he does not asking
Я
money.
думаю,
Just
он не
give it.
просил денег, просто подарил эту книгу, потом придумал.
I remember one remembrance.
Я вспоминаю кое-что.
Probably 2014.
Где-то в 2014.
At that time, Gurudeva started reading Radharasa Sranidhi.
Радхарасанидхи.
I think
Я думаю,
2013,
где-то в 2013
December,
в декабре.
here.
Здесь. В Германии.
And then at that
В то
time,
время
this book is very rare.
эта книга была очень редкая.
Kanandas Baba, Radharasa Sranidhi, and Virabhaksamanji is very rare.
И Вилабхусманджи.
I remember in the temple only one book
Была
or
одна
two
книга.
books.
Или две книги.
Of course, I don't have it.
И у меня, конечно же, не было ее.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And then some devotee bring Radharasa Sranidhi and I don't know, Virabhaksamanji or some book, two kind of books.
Два вида.
And maybe each 10 or, something.
Каждый принес по 10 экземпляров.
And then bring to the Gurudev.
Гурудеву.
Then I was thinking, oh my God, this is very rare book. I wish I read it. I was thinking. And then Gurudev was distributing his disciples.
Распространил своим ученикам.
Oh, you want?
Ты хочешь? Возьми.
Then I was thinking,
Я тогда думал,
oh, this is only for his disciples.
это только для его учеников.
At that time, I'm not a
А
disciple.
я не считал себя учеником.
Maybe February. Around maybe January, February, I don't know, maybe March sometimes. And then,
Было, может быть, в марте. Close to Гора Пурнима time.
yeah, maybe before Gaurapurima.
До Гора Пурнима.
And then he gave it to me.
Он
One.
мне также дал.
Actually, not one book, two books he
In
gave.
this way, he recognizes his disciple.
Then I was shocked, This very rare book.
Это такая редкая книга.
In Vrindavan also at that time maybe difficult to get this book. Only Radha could.
Только не в таком виде.
Then he gave me two books. I was completely shocked. Oh, I give you
Поражен
this
тем,
book.
что он мне дал такую редкую книгу.
This is the same mood of Prabhupada I
Такое
felt.
же настроение я увидел Шилпрападу.
They're not asking any money. Oh, you want to have this book,
Ты хочешь
I
эту
give
книгу?
you like this.
Возьми.
So Prabhupada was at from beginning. Krishna book come. Just neophyte devotee he gave it.
Он неофитом своим ученикам эту книгу.
So this is
And that nectar devotion. Krishna book and nectar devotion.
Также нектар
They go together.
говорит.
Powerful
yeah. True.
and loving.
Yes.
I remember when I read Krishna book from beginning, then I started to read this book before coming to ISKCON. And when I read, the first question has come to my mind, where I am in Vrindavan. Where is my position in Vrindavan? And the first question come to me
Really?
when I started to read this book. But I not found this answer for this question. But anyway, I read. Year by year, with devotees, we read this book every evening before going to sleep. they taking milk, the evening milk. I read from this book. It was very something special. Once after some years, again reading this book, a realization come to my heart, feelings. Oh, everything what I'm reading is reality. It's not just fairy stories, it's reality. And I won't be in this reality. This desire come. I read year by year.
Amazing.
And after this, so many good things happened with me. Very soon I found Srinaran Goswami Maharaj.
Who?
Srinaran Goswami Maharaj.
Narayana Maharaj.
Yeah. First time I came to Vrindavan, after this, when this desire come to my heart.
I think, Radha Mohan arranged each devotee
Я думаю, что Радамохан
and specific time, specific subject which he has to read.
будет читать.
So therefore, we need Prabhupada from beginning.
Поэтому нам нужен Прабхупада с самого начала.
Then, when Prabhupada left his body,
Прабхупада оставил этот мир.
then we need someone who guides us.
Нам нужен кто-то, кто бы нас вел.
That people may be different.
Это может быть другой человек.
For me, like Gaura Govinda Swami is my guide after Prabhupada.
После Прабхупада был таким мощным.
Then, Gaura Govinda Swami Maharaj left his body.
Гордин Госвами Марадж ушел.
Then my guide was also Srila Narayana Maharaj.
Beautiful.
Then Srila Narayana Maharaj left his body.
Госвами Марадж ушел.
Then my guide, our guide is Srila Sadhu Maharaj. Srila Guru Maharaj. So if I think like this, because maybe Madhuraji, you came to directly Sadhu Maharaj, very fortunate. But myself, Radha Charanji or Prana Balabaji, some other devotee or Radha Krishna, like we have to go through like a Prabhupada movement.
Right.
And all this all was connected with Srila Prabhupada. For me, I saw it. It was a very special happiness for me. What Srila Goswami Maharaj in close relationship with Srila Prabhupada. And now Srila Sadhu Maharaj, my Gurudev, also in close relationship with Srila Prabhupada. He received from him mercy.
I don't know, this is, should I mention here, but I met Anandasvaji Maharaj.
Я также, я не знаю, могу это надеяться.
At that time, my choice is, I should go to
Я
Anandasvaji
тогда
Maharaj,
выбирал между Анандасваджи Мараджем
or I should stay in Sadhu
и
Maharaj.
Садом Мараджем.
It's question arises.
Тогда появился мне такой.
And why you like more this?
И почему ты выбрал?
So therefore,
Because your choice. You said.
yeah, I want to tell you.
Я хочу это сказать.
So,
That's interesting.
Это очень
Because
actually, I have read this Prema Bhakti Chanting. I'm so impressed
Я когда прочел
Anandasvaji Maharaj,
Према
kind of realization.
впечатлен его реализацией.
But the problem was,
Но проблема была
for me,
для меня.
not his problem, my
Не
problem.
его проблема, моя проблема была.
I cannot communicate with
Я не мог с ним
Anandasvaji
Я
Maharaj
не мог с ним общаться.
because language
Потому
problem.
что не было, я не знал
Language.
language, yeah.
Because I don't speak Hindi, Bengali. That is my problem, not his problem.
Это не его проблема, моя проблема.
And also,
Также
I was born
я родился
like we are Prabhupada children,
Шрила
honestly.
Прабхупады.
So therefore, I like to take shelter someone who is connecting Prabhupada.
Прибежишь к кто связан с Шрилой Прабхупадой.
This is my nature,
Это моя природа,
honestly speaking.
если честно говорить.
If someone who is realized, but someone who is opposite Prabhupada,
Против Шрилы Прабхупады.
it's difficult to take
Очень
shelter.
трудно принять прибежище.
I prefer to take shelter of some connection with
Кто
Prabhupada.
связан с Шрилой Прабхупадой. Same.
So I respect Anandasvaji very much.
Уважаю. Сон очень сильно.
It's my, Shiksha Guru. It's ideal. So, but at that time I asked my heart,
Но я спросил тогда свое сердце.
where should I
Куда
go?
мне идти?
Then my answer is, yeah, I stay here.
И мой ответ на
Because
сердце остался в
of relationship of Prabhupada,
из-за отношений с Шрилой Прабхупадой.
also relationship with Parama Gurudev.
И также из отношений с Парам Гурудевом.
Because for me, Parama
Потому что
Gurudev,
для меня Парам Гурудев,
he appeared before Sadhu Maharaj.
потому что он появился до Садху Махараджа.
Anandasvaji Maharaj.
Yeah, you saw his picture, no?
Рада Говинда Госвами.
Yeah, Radha Maharaj give me, internet.
Yeah.
Not directly darshan, but the internet, I saw him my mind was completely attractive.
Oh, you saw his picture in internet, in some website.
Yeah, kind of movie.
Там был какой-то фильм про Шилрадыгу.
At that time, 2012,
В интернете. Я думаю, где-то 2012. Он был очень...
then, I know Vrindavan, 1980s Vrindavan, I know.
Я знаю 80-х годов.
But it seems this scene is not 80, maybe 70.
Я думаю, что фильм был о 70-х, не 80-х.
The kind of realization.
Вот такая
And
реализация.
then this sadhu is not alive anymore.
Я понял, что саду больше уже
Because, kind of different age of
Потому
sadhu.
что это был саду другой эпохи, другого времени. Не то, что эпохи, другого времени.
And he so realized, I could understand, oh my God,
Я подумал,
if he's there, I should,
если он там,
I will go definitely,
я точно отправлюсь туда.
at any cost.
Любой ценой.
But I don't know who is he.
Но я не знаю, кто он.
So, after came to Sadhu Maharaj
Я
2013,
в 2013 оказавшись
then before,
Саду Махараджа.
there, Paramaguru picture was there.
Здесь было вот здесь. This place.
Yeah, this place.
На этом месте, где сейчас
This place.
Анандамаджари было
Yeah,
изображение
this
Парамагурудева.
painting was there.
А это изображение было прямо при положенной стороне.
And then I was asking, who is this sadhu?
Я спросил, кто это саду?
Don't you know
Ты не знаешь?
this sadhu?
Это саду?
This Radha Govindas
Это
Maharaj.
Рада Говинда Госвами Махарадж.
This Sadhu Maharaj Gurudev.
Это Гурудев Саду Махараджа.
I shocked.
Я был в шоке.
Then, this Radha Govindas Maharaj guided me
Госвами
to here.
Махарадж привел сюда.
Kind of realization come.
Вот такая реализация ко мне пришла.
And also Sadhu Maharaj is very friendly.
И вот Саду Саду Махарадж очень
We can talk
мы можем с ним
and
говорить.
he can respond in
Он может
English.
отвечать на английском.
And also I heard he has very special connection with
И
Prabhupada.
также мы слышали его особый совет с Шрилой Прабхупадой.
Yes, one time Gurudev told in 75 or
В
76
75-м или 76-м
he went to Krishna Balaram Mandir
отправился к Кришну
and had darshan of
получил Прабхупаду.
Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada asked him, his Gurudev said him first that he should preach in the West.
Проповедовать на
And he
Западе.
said, how I can
Как
do
я
this?
мог, как я мог
Then he
сделать,
said,
спросил.
go and take the blessings of Prabhupada.
Благословение Шрилы Прабхупады.
He is the expansion of Nitai. So he went there and then he asked Gurudev, who is your Guru? And he said, Radha Govindadas Babaji Maharaj. And then Prabhupada said to him, you should listen to what he is saying. So Prabhupada knew him also. And I heard that Prabhupada is also was going to Radha Govindadas Babaji
То есть
Maharaj
они
to take
встречались,
darshan.
общались.
Yeah. So it is. I guess
Я
This is
я думаю,
1976 or
в
77.
76-м или в 77-м это произошло, эта встреча.
Might be 77.
Шрила Гурудев told 77.
Maybe 77.
77.
77.
But at that time,
В то время,
as far as I know, last time Bayasaki Pub came.
недавно Ваяски
Bayasaki Pub said at that
сказал
time,
в то время,
January, he was staying in Bombay
обычно он жил в Бомбее.
sometimes.
Какое-то время жил в Бомбее, Шрила
And
Прабхупада.
I know February
Я
he
знаю,
staying in
он
Bhubaneswar.
жил в Бхуванешваре.
Because at that time he went to Gora Govinda Swami place.
Он отправился в Гору Ганга Махарадж с учением.
Probably,
Возможно,
maybe
может быть,
around that time or after that
или
time.
после этого времени.
But I think 77 the Prabhupada become very sick after some
В
time.
77-м заболел сильно.
Left the body.
Left his body in November.
Он в 77-м году оставил мир.
No, then I was born. Okay, I was born in March. I missed.
Я в это время где-то родилась.
So, and then I can imagine
Я могу лишь представить.
1977 is very difficult to meet Prabhupada, I
Было
guess.
очень трудно встретиться с Шрилой Прабхупадой.
Because many disciples, many followers,
Много последователей.
and actually Gurudev went and devotee said, no, you cannot meet Prabhupada.
In person.
Yeah, person. Because now he's GBC meeting.
Там сейчас важные встречи.
I can imagine very difficult at that
Я
time.
понимаю, что это было очень трудно. I also can understand because I saw same at the end of Srila Rangasamaya Lila. More close to his disappearance, more difficult to come to him.
I remember, like, from beginning,
Я помню в начале,
say, 1980,
80-х,
1990, beginning of 1990.
в начале 90-х.
At that time, more easy to meet Srila Narayana Maharaj.
Тогда было легко встретиться с Шрила Рангасамая.
But after, say, 2000, more than 2000,
Ну, 2000
then more difficult.
стало трудно с ним общаться.
Even talk also
Даже
difficult.
говорить с ним стало трудно, потому что очень много учеников.
Because always like in queue, disciples waiting
In line.
in line.
То есть очередь была.
Sometimes, can I meet Gurudev?
Я могу
Then,
встретиться с
you have to wait.
Ты должен подождать.
So, myself, only possibility to talk to Narayana Maharaj personally is he came to Japan.
Когда он
That's it.
приехал в Японию, это моя возможность была.
Other place,
В других местах
almost nothing.
почти ничего.
Honestly.
Если честно.
So therefore, this is, I think, divine arrangement
Я думаю, это божественное,
to Sadhu Maharaj meet Srila Prabhupada.
что Саду Махарадж встретился с Шри Прабхупадой.
And then Srila Prabhupada knew also his grandfather. When he told him, then he said to him, come here, my nephew. He
Тогда он
said.
назвал Шри Прабхупаду,
And
назвал
Srila
нашего Гурудева
Gurudev
своим
was shocked,
внуком.
like, why
Он был
he,
и что?
Maybe grandson.
grandson, my grandson. And he was like, why he is telling me grandson?
Yeah.
Because he was good friend of his grandfather. Because Srila Prabhupada was also here around the 30s. The temple was erected 32. That was also the time when Prabhupada was in Vrindavan for some time. He met
30-х.
Bhaktisiddhanta.
They came with Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada in this time too.
And this time too.
Yeah, true. Maybe he met
Not so many temples. Gaudiya at least not appeared. It's just after this started just building Gaudiya Math in Vrindavan.
at that time many Goswami opposite
И многие государи были против. Тогда Прабхупада встретился
Bhaktisiddhanta. Maybe only Radha Rama
Шрила Гурудева тогда
or maybe just a few, I guess.
Где можно было остановиться? Гауди Матха не было тогда 30-х А многие государи были против Гауди Матха.
And also I was completely shocking to hear when I was in Mungel Raj Mandir 2013-14. Because we are reading every Wednesday Saint of Braja.
Святые Враджа. In same day like now?
And then, I was reading at that time, before, maybe around 2000, I have read maybe end of 1990.
Где-то в 99
I have read Kapoor's book, Saint of Braja and Saint of Bengali.
Святые в Бенгалии, я уже прочел.
And then I was surprised Sadhu Maharaj grandfather met this Sadhu, which book mentioned.
Дедушка Гурудева встретился со всеми этими самыми.
And then even grandfather attended this pastime.
И дедушка его
I
участвовал.
was completely shocked.
Я был поражен.
Honestly, like, a few days we have read Ramadas Baba.
Несколько дней мы читали программу.
Also, he also came here.
И он также приходил сюда.
And Sadhu Maharaj was kind of, there's so much, what is it, water coming from
И столько
eye.
слез было.
Then Sadhu Maharaj like,
Из
Collecting this
разлоба. И Саду Махарадж собирал эти слезы.
very interesting. So, debate.
Мы немножко отклонились. Рады.
So discussing these
Обсуждая эти
obstacles,
препятствия,
the blessed author says, the senses
чувства,
that dwell in our bodies are so many enemies. Nobody obeys anyone. The 6 enemies:
6 врагов.
lust,
Похоть,
anger,
гнев,
greed,
жадность,
delusion,
иллюзия,
pride,
гордость.
and envy always
Всегда
dwell
живут
in the human body.
в теле человека. Can you
The
stop here?
This has to be clean.
I can.
It's in Upadeshamrita Srila Rupa Goswami written Vajrayana Manasakrodega. She's telling that person who is subdued with 6 vegas, 6, I don't know what's in English, vegas, desires, very strong desires. That person can be teacher for everyone in this world. Prithimsa Shishyat. And I thought, how it possible? Oh, must be by very strong intelligence, which is coming through hearing. It's also true. But when person is sleeping, intelligence becomes weak. He could not control his mind. Sometimes some circumstances in life can be set in such way, but intelligence also will be weak. No, for example, protection of devotees. It was my own case when I spent 7.5 months in hospital in Russia. I was not protected by devotees. I was alone. And then I found in this same book, in verse 5, how it's coming. It's coming due to Prema, not by intelligence. Only Prema can control everything, because Prema controls Krishna. It's not by intelligence. This verse is not about mathematically. Prema can subdue everyone, everything. All enemies become friendly if Prema coming.
And also I heard from the other time, Srila Narayana Maharaj does not endeavor to control all these things.
Он не пытался даже управлять этими.
Just he tried to serve his Gurudev.
Он просто слушал своего духовного учителя.
Just he wanted to please Gurudev, serve
Хотел понравить
Gurudev.
своему духовному учителю,
Only
служить ему. Лишь
he could control these 6 enemies.
так. I heard he's telling in his book, he's telling once he found, Chandrika Samaraj found, but he has some more inclinations, more kinds to the ladies than to the men. And he come to his Gurudev, Bhakti Prayan Keshav Samaraj, and openly told, I found this in my heart. This means for me not equality, not Samadarshana. I'm more inclined to the ladies. Please help me. I won't be equal to everyone. And due to prayers of his guru, it was changed. He told, Chandrika Samaraj told about this.
No, due to mercy of Gurudev,
Yeah.
change.
It's just evidence what you're telling. By service, by the mercy.
Can you repeat, please, the sentence?
Yeah. The senses that dwell in our bodies are so many enemies. Nobody obeys anyone. The 6 enemies:
6 врагов.
lust,
Похоть,
anger, greed,
жадность,
delusion, pride,
гордость,
and envy always
всегда
dwell
живут
in
в
the
теле
human body.
человека.
The human race,
Человек,
which has fallen in the ocean of birth and death, has
который
fallen
попал в
into the powerful
пасти
grip
этих 6
of
подобных
these
крокодилам
6
врагов,
crocodile-like enemies, and is being constantly chewed and munched by them.
ибо спокойными. It's reminds the story of one elephant which is fighting in the lake with crocodile, because that crocodile eating him. It's happened until this elephant offered the flower. It's the last moment offer the flower to the lotus feet of Lord and surrender him in this way, and then it was stopped.
Oh, this Gajendra story.
Gajendra story.
Yeah, true. Like we are, present moment, we are kind of fighting with our senses and kind of fighting Maya. Of course, we are not fighting, but we are facing it with Maya.
Мы должны встречаться с Майей. цивилизация.
But our mind is one point
Наш
to
ум,
take shelter, Radha
но
Mohan.
когда ум направлен по
Then automatically this enemy is subdued.
тогда все эти враги, которые здесь описываются, подчиняются.
I think also this because of Prema
Я думаю, также это из-за премы,
or because of mercy.
из-за милости.
Same. Prema is mercy.
Yeah, that's true. Prema equal mercy. That may be true. Because mercy means compassion.
Милость означает сострадание.
Then compassion and prema is very similar.
Према очень схожи.
Because compassion means feeling others feeling, I also feel.
То, что чувство другое, я чувствую.
I share your feeling.
Я разделяю с тобой твои...
If you're suffering, I also take your suffering for you. This love also same. Love means, okay, I share
Я делюсь.
your feeling. If you happy,
Если ты счастлив,
I also
я
happy.
тоже буду счастлив.
If you are not happy, I am also not
Если ты не
happy.
счастлив, я не буду
I
счастлив.
want to help you, like this kind of mentality. So therefore, the true
Такое настроение.
prema and mercy is quite similar meaning.
Поэтому према и милость очень близки.
And the prema is block and clean the inside, the ego that he has envy, the Maya, no? The Maya has envy, greed,
Майя останавливает любовь через
delusion, lust, jealousy, possessivity, attachments. All this has to be clean as we clean our house in morning time. Otherwise, virus and bacteria coming, and they beat you. And this beating is our illusion that we are not in prema.
Illusion is to see something and separate from the prema.
The prema.
Then, if I'm thinking, is this my karma? Is mean I not believe in my Ishtadevata? I'm separate from prema. This is illusion. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, second chapter, Chaturshloki Bhagavatam. If I believe I'm suffering due to my karma, this means I'm an illusion.
And what is our karma, for example?
Oh, if people thinking I'm suffering because of karma, that is also.
It's my feeling. It's my feeling. This means I'm an illusion. I'm not developing my relationship with my Ishtadevata. I'm not developing my Swarupa.
Wow, that's also true.
And that is the mercy of Srimati Radharani, that she came as Sri Krishna Chaitanya and gave us this Hare Krishna Mahamantra that we are chanting all the time, so that we can clear the mirror of our heart. We can clean out all these unwanted things within the heart who were accumulated for millions and millions of lives, that we have performed all these things, so that the heart can become clear, clean and pure, and we begin to see that we are a soul, and we are not all these things and the senses and the body and the mind. That is the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who brought Harinam from the spiritual world to us fallen conditioned souls, so that some hope will be there, that we can achieve something in our life. And as you mentioned in the beginning, this is a very rare thing, because this happens only once in a life of Brahma. And this is a very, very big span of time. Nobody can imagine how long that is. There are so many numbers.
And also interesting is that yesterday I was thinking, what is parampara? This big succession.
То есть цепочка, ученическая последовательность.
You make this question to yourself.
Yeah. And then this Purana Parabhaji is saying, my conclusion like this. So this is Mahaprabhu give us holy name, which is most powerful, is non-different with Radha and Mohan. So this Parampara give us this very special gift for conditioned soul to get divine love.
And the parampara, when start? Who is the head of the parampara?
Actually, head is, we can say different way.
Мы можем говорить в начале Парампары по-разному.
People say Krishna.
Кто-то скажет Кришна.
But actually, I think Radha Mohan.
Это все исходит от Рада Мохан.
Especially, our parampara,
Особенно наша Парампара.
especially love parampara,
Вот Парампара.
love, Prema,
Парампара любви.
especially Raga parampara,
То есть школа любви, рага, спонтанная.
Braja Prema parampara.
Парампара любви в
I
раге.
think this start,
Начинается.
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Oh,
Bhagavad Gita, where is it?
This is mean from Srimati Radhika.
Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srimati Radhika, and Radhika Mohan.
that is our Gaudiya Vaishnava
Yes.
Parampara.
And because before that,
Что до этого?
of course, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, they have, but generally speaking, before that, most of the time, like kind of divided prominent.
Это было в основном Вайди Бхакти.
Or Vishnu worship, Narayan worship is more prominent.
Было главное.
In other yuga,
Yeah, or like before Mahaprabhu.
before Mahaprabhu.
Or Aishwarya Baba is more prominent.
Швари была на стороне Швари была.
But after Mahaprabhu,
Божество
is completely changed kind of.
Because this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a Madhurya Ras mantra.
Мантра это
Yeah, actually, Gurudev said this is Radhika's mantra.
это Шилгуру сказал.
Also, Yugara mantra.
Это
Actually.
Югала мантра.
Yugala mantra.
Yes.
We have very unique explanation,
Yeah.
commentary on Mahamantra from our Acharyas. In verse 55, Shirada Sraniti, for me it's most unique what I found.
55?
Yeah, Shirada Sraniti, which what is this explained, Ananda Swamiji Maharaj explained how this mantra comes to the heart of Srimati Radhika in the time of separation, of her separation with her beloved. This mantra
Which
came.
verse? Which verse?
55, Shirada Rasudaniti.
Radharasana 55.
It's for me most secret, most intimate explanation of Mahamantra.
Yeah.
What I have.
And also, Gurudev is stressing, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is Rama, is not Ramachandra,
Наш Гурдев говорит,
is not Balaram,
Махамантра это
This is
не
Yugara.
Баларама, это не Рамачандра.
Radha Mohan meet together, pastime together, kind of, this is Yugara.
Это Югала.
Otherwise, we cannot go Madhura.
I read, it's so secret. When I read first time, I read up to particular point and I found I'm not ready to read more. I read close. And then I read together with all devotees here. And then I found it, I received some very unique, very sweet impression when I read with devotees here.
Or maybe could you share this 50
It's very
55,
secret.
which you are thinking very important.
It's important, but it's important from the point of view how Srimati Radhika so merciful to her maidservants. She opened everything to them. From this point of view, when I read this,
Ah,
but it's really secret. In Russian, it's very easy to find because it's points. It's names and what this name means in Mahamantra. Here I couldn't find here. It's needed to.
okay. Then okay, maybe.
What number again?
55 of Shirada Ratsananiti.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, go.
So beautiful.
Which
Which page?
168.
Что с чем столкнулся самый сокровенный с ним в 55-м стихе Ширада Расуд.
They are so this crocodile-like enemies
Эти враги, которые подобны крокодилу,
are extremely powerful
переживут
and stubborn.
эти 6 врагов очень могущественны.
If the human
Если
senses
чувства человека
become attracted
морскими
to mundane sounds,
ароматами,
flavors,
формами,
forms, etc., then the learning of the learned is lost. And the intelligence of the intelligent is lost.
What he said.
Wow.
So where he come from? What he said? From there. And then where he come from? From here.
Yeah.
Where he come from all this knowledge? From the supreme knowledge. Then many yoga is the same situation. We are all here. When Krishna said, I am the supreme, he said, Bhagavad Gita, right? If you think to me, if you live with me, you will have the mercy through my parampara succession. Because the parampara succession is the purity of the knowledge that the Lord Krishna gives to the world, to Arjuna. Yeah, Arjuna, we are all Arjuna. How we control the sense? It's there. It's here. This is the song.
Yes. Next sentence, Arjuna.
The moon, he said there. What he said that? The moon then sang. Here's the song. Otherwise, if we are in the sense of the mundane illusion, here's the Bhagavad Gita. What does it mean, Bhagavan? Krishna. Gita, the chanting. So that's the bhajan. To live in the bhajan is to live with Krishna or Radha Krishna.
Radha Krishna.
Not me.
Radha
Krishna.
Radha.
Because here Prabhupada explain everything.
Okay.
Here is the base of start loving each other.
Yes.
Here is the constitution of all the world, all the universe, all the planets. Here is the secret and the mystery. When the church said faith of a mystery, they say in the Catholic Church, that's here.
Okay. Okay.
In the Chanting there is another mystery, the sweetness of the loving.
Yes.
Here is the preparation
Yes. Agree.
for all the constitution, all universe, in this moment, in this present, in all universe they are chanting
Yes.
the name of the Radha and Krishna,
Wow.
the loving. And only the king, sand king, they can protect their citizen from the anger, jealousy, possessivity, all the material enjoyments. Only a king. With the help of a Brahmana, they have the truth and the purity. Varna Sharma.
Radha Krishna Prabhu. The Maharaj, king, great king, means, I heard very nice definition, that person who is in so much ananda, blissful state of consciousness because of complete absorption in Radha Krishna Lila. And this shining which is coming from him create protected area for others. He is a king.
Wow.
And Krishna spoke by his heart to Vivasvan, God's son. And God's son to his king, to his son, Ishvaku, who was a king, the first king on this in this planet, or in this universe, as we say. In the material universe, because there is a spiritual universe. And we are in the middle. This universe, this is in the middle of the spiritual world, Vaikuntha, Golok, Chaitanya, wherever there are 1,000 loks. If this knowledge of our lovely Radha Krishna is not guided by a pure devotee and a pure king, a Kshatriya. Remember the Mahabharata, the Kuru and the Pandava. The Pandava, it was a family, Krishna family. The Kuru was also Krishna family. But there were so many poison. There were many envy. There were many jealousy. There were many illusion that the same king Dhritarashtra, he tolerated his son Duryodhana. The world, when more Duryodhana they are, more illusion, and they lose Krishna. And the Pandava, with no army, with no money, but with faith in Krishna, after years of exile, the truth, the justice, and the loving, he was there. But because we were cleaning the heart, Duryodhana and all the other relative friends put the situation in a war with our serpenty, egoism, envy. What is the Kurukshetra? Kurukshetra is the battlefield of our life. You want to stay with Krishna or you want to stay with Maya? Maya is what? All the illusion, all the senses, like this. With Krishna is like this. At the end of the Gita, what Krishna say? And Dhanjaya say, not Krishna. Because Krishna, he doesn't say anything. He just try to harmonize the situation, to make them understand. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll finish. I will make the conclusion of the Gita.
Okay.
At the end, at the beginning is the relation, the fire relation. At the end of the battlefield, of our battlefield, last sentence, I want to read it because I like to read it. I know it in memory. I know all the Bhagavad Gita in memory. But I want to read as you read.
Okay.
Where there? O King, when I remember the wonderful form of the Lord Krishna, I'm struck with even greater wonder. And I rejoice again and again. Wherever there is Radha and Krishna, it's not straight Radha and Krishna, and that's the secret. The mystery is there. When there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and whatever these are Jew, the supreme archer, there will also certainly opulence, victory, and extraordinary power and morality. That is my opinion. Sanjaya said. That's the conclusion. And the new era, the illusion is when the sun goes down. The light when the rise for a new era. And this message is eternal. We don't need, because we are, Krishna, what is it? Me and you are Jew. We always exist. We never cessiamo di esistere.
We never finish to exist.
Exist.
We never end to exist.
Me and you, we always be friends. Because our friend eternalship is there.
So this was to make it clear that we are eternal living beings. Eternal. So without beginning and without end.
And so, because if you are eternal, then we are a sparkle of the Supreme. Of course we are eternal. And eternally, His pastimes is here.
Beautiful.
It's finished. Enjoy opulence. It's opulence, victory, joy, and what else?
And if we continue here,
Yes.
It will speak.
here also
Here,
we'll talk about
all
the
this
Gita.
saint, this acharya, they have their opinion, but here is everything.
So now mention Arjuna, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, we continue. Humankind
It's beautiful.
can never save itself from its grip on its own strength. So we cannot do it alone. We need the guru, we need the association to help us to pull us out from the ocean where the crocodiles are coming and chewing us.
It's because to cross the ocean of material existence is a very difficult thing to do. So we cannot do by ourselves. We need the help.
But
So
the
that
greatest-
means we must take shelter on the lotus feet of Gurudev, take shelter on Vrindavan Dham, take shelter of the Dham, Vrindavan.
what do we
take
say
shelter.
in English for Dham? To tell, like Like
Abode
region,
is home.
Abode.
Abode.
Krishna's form.
Motherland of Krishna.
And Motherland Krishna is also in your heart. So Vrindavan is everywhere. It's not a location, but it's in your heart. It's a testimonial of your loving or not loving. It's a testimonial of your illusion or not illusion. That's why it's eternal, and we are eternal. So wake up. Jiv Jago. Don't sleep in the classroom of Maya. Wake up in the morning at 3 o'clock. Fresh air, pure air, pran. Meditate in the Lord.
Okay.
Now comes Arjuna.
Okay.
Sorry, can you tell me only what the meaning of ashram? What is the meaning?
It's not saying niente.
Ashram means place for peaceful life. Means, I don't know how it's got in.
Ashram is a place where you talk about God and Krishna and devotee. This is an hotel.
Protected place.
Protected
Protected by
God.
sadhu, by
Yeah.
Thakurji. It's protected place.
Sorry.
By love, actually.
I won't be protected
So Arjuna
from my
asked,
friends.
asked Shri Krishna,
That is the beauty.
Спросил,
Protection.
Gita 3.36, O Krishna, through what are people forcibly engaged in sin? Through what are people forcibly engaged in sin, even outside their own will? To this, Sri Krishna answered, "O Arjuna, it is lust, it is anger. They spring forth from the mundane mode of passion, are very difficult to satisfy and extremely horrible. Know them to be the enemies of the world. Some people take the word karma or lust, so it's not karma. Karma. It's very similar, so it's not karma, it's karma or lust, simply to mean the desire of man and woman to meet each other. And although this narrow interpretation is certainly correct, in a broader sense, karma means desires for sense gratification.
Not only lust in its grossest form, it is in general for sense gratification.
In other words, material desire.
Material desire for anything to have.
When these desires are obstructed or thwarted, they say obstructed
it's
or
transformed.
thwarted, transformed. They turn into anger.
So one becomes angry when he cannot gratify his material senses.
Yes. Or he does not get what he wanted.
Yes.
Like a child, they become angry. Okay, it's a little bit.
No, but the child is
But they
pure.
become angry. I want this. And we also later, but we are not.
Everything
Different because the children are more innocent. So. But they have also this anger to manifest.
Actually, this angry also frustration is very similar.
So anger not just when I am cursing someone. It can appear in different form, like apathy, for example.
So that Gurudev said, inside, outside is conflicting.
Поэтому Гурдев говорит, что есть внутренний и внешний конфликт.
So even someone who become devotee, still, many desires are still. And sometimes, desire could not fulfill by other devotee or by Gurudev. Sometimes devotee become angry or frustrated.
Sorry to take
Sure.
And why they are frustrated, Mother? Why they are frustrated?
Because of desire. But, because of they have material desire or some expectation there.
means I don't want to go.
You know, if
out,
we have some expectation to the wife, husband, children, or Gurudev, or other devotee, if that expectation does not fulfill, then we frustrated, we become angry. Why this devotee cannot do for me? Why Gurudev does not, say to me?
So that means when we are on the material platform, all these things are causing suffering for us, and we are suffering.
Yes. We are externally, we say, I'm devotee. But inside we have still material desire, this kind of enemy. Then we are sometimes influenced, then frustrated and angry.
Jananji, once Sri Narendra Samaraj told first of all, you must find the way how to overcome this angerness. Because he thought, otherwise this angerness always will destroy everything what you're doing. Again and again. And he thought the main way how to overcome this feeling is the other feeling. I'm so grateful. Thanks. Everything which is coming, I see as a mercy of my Ishtadevata. Thanks so much. Everything.
So if we are humble, any problem also we can accept mercy. Then we are peaceful. But if we have any expectation, then we are frustrated and we become angry. That is the reality.
Expectation is because Maharaj is a conditional love.
Yes. But
If you are friends, me and you, okay? You expect, and you start our friendship. We start, personally. What's happening?
then if we have, expect something, and then feel, I don't like,
Or if I want to sell you something.
Yeah.
If I want to sell you something, and I want to become a friend for selling you something, that's a material consciousness. I want to sell you something diplomatically. I want to sell you something diplomatically because you are a rich man. I want to become your friend, so I can exploit you.
True.
Your friendship. You understand? That's his condition.
Yes, this is my.
But if I'm your friend, you are a plurimillionaire. I'm so happy that you are plurimillionaire. I'm your friend. But if you are a millionaire, and I want to make a condition to become your millionaire friend, what means? It's easy. That I want your interest. It's not pure love, our friendship.
Yeah, I want to be.
And that's why contract. You have to put a contract. We have to rent the house, contract, because you don't have faith in me, you don't trust me. In the material world, everything has to be in contract.
Yes.
In the spiritual world, is love, and we love. I shake your hands.
Yes. Wow.
You give me €1 million.
Oh my God.
No. Hey, I will give you back next year. Because you're friends, and you love me, and I love you. You will return. If you are not friends, you will not return. You enjoy. Bye-bye. You see, no, that is Sankirtan. When I do Sankirtan, my dear, I do anticipation loving movements. I know that sometimes devotees become a little bit shocked by my personality, but diversity, everybody is diverse. I say strano, you are stranger. Yes, because you are not stranger, because you have diversity. You have diversity quality. If our quality we put in the service of the Lord, of Radha Mohan, or Radha Krishna, or Radha Ved, or the Guru, is spiritualized. Isn't it, Prabhu? È vero così? No, perché tu sei un bravo filosofo.
Okay, go.
And all the serpent goes. Why ladies, they don't need to study the scripture? Because they have so much love. Radharani never studied one scripture. They write about her. They write about Krishna, but they never write. So Tot is pure Guru Dev. They make the comment. And Prabhupada was the purest. Why Prabhupada made so many devotees of Krishna or Radha Krishna in the West? Because for his purity, he has no business to do with Krishna, with people. He went there, I'm loving you, I give you this. When I go Sankirtan, you know what I say? My lovely friend,
Yes.
this is a gift for you.
Thank you. Okay.
I don't want anything.
Wow.
It's for you. It's my love for you. You give me money. No, I don't. Protect your family with your money. Do your ashram, your varnashram. I don't want anything. Prabhupada, he never ask anything. He give. And all the world receive it.
Should we continue?
Yeah, sure.
This is when I go theater. Sorry, sir.
Yes.
When I go my theater,
Yes.
it's this one. And that's why people, they give me books, money, whatever I want, I can take. For the name of the Lord, not for me. I don't need anything. I buy everything. I eat. I breathe. I offer.
Okay.
No property.
I have no words anymore.
Okay.
Oh, Arjuna!
No property.
Okay,
No,
we stopped.
my life. In my soul. In my
So
soul.
when these desires are obstructed or thwarted, they turn into anger. Therefore, lust and anger are actually one.
Когда это желание иметь
Therefore,
обращаться в нее,
the above-mentioned verse
одно и то же.
is in the single
Этот
tense,
стих объясняет одну тему.
although two
Хотя
things
кажется,
are
что
mentioned
в
in
нем
it.
объясняются две темы.
Not only anger, but also the other four enemies: greed,
Жадость,
delusion,
иллюзия,
pride,
гордость
and envy are different forms
являются
of
всего лишь
lust.
различными формами похоти.
When that lust
Когда такая
becomes
похоть
attracted
привлекается таким
to
объектом
the best
наслаждения,
enjoyable things
как
and the
большое
greatest
богатство,
wealth,
тогда
it is
называется
called
жадность.
and when lusty desires
Даже
make mankind attached to perishable and temporary
такая
matters
похоть привлекается,
that
когда
stop them from
привлекается
realizing
нежелательными и
their
временными
constitutional
предметами,
position,
открывая духовное знание, это называется моха или
Or
невежество. И снова.
if it covers over their spiritual knowledge,
Вот сейчас
it is called moha or delusion.
невежество.
So delusion means that we are no longer in illusion.
Больше не в иллюзии.
Is that right?
Это правильно, Джанна?
Could you say again?
Is that correct?
Could you say?
Delusion
Delusion.
means that we are not longer in illusion.
But I don't understand because normally it's negative.
Actually, I think this is no.
Это не так.
Illusion, delusion, very similar word. Because this says moha.
Это одно и то же. Моха.
Negative.
Moha means kind of, we may translate illusion or delusion, kind of similar words. Because, moha means we could not see reality
Okay.
because of covering.
Covered.
Yes, this is
Il velo dell'illusione.
Aber das Illusion,
Come quando sta sullo specchio.
Ah,
Wir
sì.
denken, dass es eigentlich
Che non si vede bene.
Non ti vedi.
das ist ja
Se non ti vedi, devi vederti.
nicht positiv.
Pulire.
Wenn man uns illusioniert, ist es eigentlich positiv.
E quella è la coscienza. Da materiale passa spirituale.
Then again,
И снова.
if this delusion or ignorance
Или иллюзия.
assumes the form of self-esteem, like I am a rich man, I am an honorable man,
I'm a doctor, man.
then this is called mada
Называется
or
мада.
pride. And mada, it reminds me on mad, like the English word mad.
no, same meaning
Это
actually.
одно и то же значение.
Because, if someone who has pride
Yeah.
become mad, intoxicated,
Right.
therefore this mad means sometimes pride, sometimes intoxication, sometimes too much intoxication, it become crazy. So therefore sometimes they translate different ways.
Поэтому это слово мада переводится по-разному в разных ситуациях, в разном контексте.
Nice. We also see that the roots really is in Sanskrit from our languages. That's so beautiful. Okay, if this self-esteem
В таком самоотождествлении
considers
заключает,
that the wealth and reputation of others
других сокрушает его,
crushes the pride of one's own, then that kind of agitation of the heart or intolerance is called Matsarya, Para Shri Katarata, or envy. This is an extremely vile and disgusting mentality and forms the greatest obstacle to Bhakti or Bhajana.
Prabhupada once mentioned, we want to make non-envious society. Because this enviousness is kind of symptom of material consciousness. And someone who is spiritual consciousness and someone who is sadhu, no envy, no competition, or even no argument.
Because when you are loving, then you cannot be envy.
Yeah.
Why you should be
There's no
envy?
place
Because
in
you are in love.
There's no place.
Yeah. So that will become specifically clear later. In this way, the 6 enemies that are such, you say sturdy or sturdy obstacles?
I don't know.
I don't know this also.
This word I don't know. Sturdy.
That are strong obstacles
Yeah, maybe true, maybe strong.
to the practice of bhajana and concomitant realization of the constitutional self of the living entities that are actually Sri Krishna's eternal servants, reside within the human body, particularly within the knowledge acquiring senses and active senses. Can somebody say something?
So actually, Radha Charanji said, first, Upadeshamrita, first verse. Is if someone who conquer these 6 enemies, he can take disciple all over the world. That's the Rupa Goswami's word. Because if we conquer this enemy, or if we don't have this enemy, means pure. And someone who is kind of pure Vaishnava, pure servant of Radhika. And then this 6 enemy covers our real Swarupa, our real spirit. But actually, if cover is gone, then everything favorable. So therefore, to conquer this 6 enemy, I feel we need the help of someone who does not have it. It means Gurudev or Shuddha Vaishnava.
It's interesting what I understood here. What does it mean pure? It means unalloyed. No other moods. What's the Gurudev telling Strai?
Pure
It means you living in your own nature. No other natures coming in you. What does it mean purity? You're completely yourself. What does it mean purity?
That purity means we say spiritual nature, real spiritual nature or spiritual form. This is called Swarupa. If someone who knows or someone who realizes and fix one point, we have spiritual, we are spirit soul, we have spiritual body, we have spiritual relationship with Radha Mohan, and one particular rasa relationship. That person does not affect all these 6 enemies because he is fixing in spiritual. I think that's called Bhakti.
Yes, sir.
So service rendered to Rishikesha, the Lord of the senses, is called devotion.
This is a famous definition of Bhakti from Narada Pancharatra. Sarvapadi vinirmuktam tat paratam nirmalam. Sarvapadi means to lift all false identification. Means, for example, I'm Russian, or I'm a weak lady, I couldn't do this. Or I'm fearful because there's always Sarvapadi, which becomes obstacle inside of us to do service.
We are our own obstacle.
No, I'm too much shy, I could not.
Yeah. Always an excuse.
How can I come in front of sadhu? I'm too shy, I'm lady, I couldn't. And this feeling becomes obstacle, obstruct us from the mercy, from the our good fortune.
This is so true. That has been elaborately described in the commentary on the previous Tripadi. What is Tripadi in English?
Tripadi is like a bus. Bus.
Previous Tripadi, because I read it all the time.
Я все время это слушаю, все никак не понять, что значит
The senses of the conditioned souls that are averse to Sri Krishna since beginningless time are naturally inclined towards the sense objects. Their eyes are absorbed in seeing senses of worldly beauty. The ears are thirsty to hear the world's greatest songs, as well as nonsensical gossip. The tongue is greedy after the savor of the greatest sweets. The nose is eager to smell the most exquisite scents, and the skin is very eager to touch the softest and most blissful objects. The active senses are as much absorbed in enjoying their favorite sense objects as the knowledge-acquiring senses are. The speech is engaged in speaking worldly topics and gossip. The hands and feet are expert in performing all kinds of worldly duties, and the genitals are absorbed in enjoying sex.
Very nice.
From beginningless time, the senses of the conditioned souls who are averse to Sri Krishna have been floating on a current towards the sense objects. And the strikes of these enemies, like lust, that reside within the body, has increased their speed and power. When the strikes of these enemies attract the human mind toward the field of sense objects, then even the mind of an intelligent, discriminating person will not be able to block this indomitable attraction.
It's like drama inside. The mind created drama, very emotional drama. For example, someone telling some words to us, and he showed us, he showed to the soul in negative way, and started to fight with this. Means he created enemy which does not exist, and started to fight with this enemy, and the soul completely attracted to this drama inside of what is going inside. Yeah, conflict which is inside. The soul, not the mind, not this drama, not involved in this drama, but because it's like we're going to the cinema and looking and completely forgetting who we are in this world, and starting to identify with someone who is there in the screen. It's like this. mind always trying to attract the soul, attention of the soul to his actions. That's happening. That's what how I understand what we just read.
As a result, nobody obeys
В результате
anyone.
никто никому не подчиняется.
The enemies,
Такие враги, как
like lust,
похоть,
do not obey
не
the
подчиняются
senses.
чувствам,
The senses do
Чувства.
not obey the mind
не
of the
не
discriminating
подчиняются
person.
различающему.
And the
Он
mind
также
also does not
не
obey
подчиняется разуму.
the intelligence. In this
Таким
way,
образом,
the independent and unsubmissive enemies
подчиненные враги
and the senses
и чувства
have been dancing within the consciousness of the conditioned soul.
Wow.
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 I think we should stop here. It's really wow. But I know it's almost wow.
Yeah, this is a very beautifully explained
прекрасное объяснение.
our condition state.
Состояние обусловленной души очень прекрасное. Красиво.
And, I just one comment.
У меня есть
So, in conditioned state of our mind,
состоянии ума
we are independent,
независимы,
we are unsubmissive.
мы не подчиняемся.
But when we start practicing spiritual life,
Духовная жизнь.
we need
Нам нужно
stop independent nature.
остановить свою зависимость.
And also we have to stop unsubmissive nature.
Прекратить не подчиняться.
So
You have to stop there.
we have to stop independent nature. And also we have to stop unsubmissive nature. Submissive.
Submissive.
Unterwürfig.
Nicht unterwürfig zu sein wollen, müssen wir aufgeben.
Das nicht
Das
Unterwürfig sein wollen.
Demütig ist schön.
Das heißt unser Stolz, so quasi.
So therefore,
Also wir müssen demütig werden.
Genau.
therefore from spiritual life we need surrender to the spiritual master, surrender the
То есть с
Shri.
самого начала духовной жизни необходимо предаться духовному учителю.
Because if we surrender to the spiritual master or surrender to Radha Mohan, then we can free from all these six enemies, the influence of Mahamaya, illusion.
Влияние Махамая.
Ja.
Then the influence of internal potency, Swarpa Shakti, Flooding Shakti's influence is coming to us.
Шакти создает впечатление, глубокое впечатление.
But our problem is it seems, we are acting devotee, we are wearing devotee clothes,
Но сейчас мы носим одежду преданных.
but we are keeping this tendency of independence and unsubmissiveness.
Такие как несклонность, независимость,
Then our spiritual advancement is
Тогда наш
obstructed or very slow.
But Janandaji, for me it's like lila. Why? Because I remember when Gurudev came from the hospital, for me it was very important that he will embrace me. And when I came to him in front of Thakurji, we embraced each other. In one moment I thought, okay, I received evidence that he is loving me. And I tried to come out from the embrace, but he not allow me. He more closed, and then I understood, yeah, he's really love me. For me, for him, it's not formality. Why I'm telling this? Because this not submissiveness, independence couldn't be overcome just by intelligence. No, it's only one way: love. Love can conquer all these tendencies. Only love. Then Shri Gurudev told, in one day, you will see how Srimati Radhika love you. In this day, it will be so surprised, much more beyond of your expectation. Then you will be completely submissive. It's called Jai. Vijay, complete victory, complete. Then by my own desire, I'm telling, yes, I'm yours. Now take me. It couldn't be by just force, by will, like in Ashtanga Yoga. Only by love. And then it's coming by course of time. It's gradually. This is lila. It's not. It's just you must be in proper situation. But it's also a lila, also mercy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of divine arrangement.
Divine arrangement. Mystical arrangement.
Yes. And so by the Bhakti, they are doing try to say, maybe some love maybe, but more or less kind of little bit forcing power.
And Andaka told me something very miracles for me, something very nice,
Wow.
like medicine for me.
Yeah.
He came to Srila Gurudev, and Gurudev told, Andaka, I love you so much. Why? Because you're reading in such a way, you completely draw me in this transcendental reality. And Andaka answered, yes, Gurudev, it's my only desire why I'm coming to you, because I haven't other desires. All my desires already complete, already fulfilled. And now I want only one thing, to make you happy.
Nice.
And then, so Gurudev opened one place in Vilat Kusmanjali and read commentary. In this verse, Srila Raghunath Goswami telling to Srimati Radhika, oh, I'm telling, but I'm crying, how much I want to serve you, be with you. But really, then I go out of my bhajan kutir and speak with local people, I found I completely drown in interest with speaking. I forget you. I completely in this conversation, in this relationship. And then Das Babaji Maharaj commenting this, devotee who is staying in Vraj must see everything what's happened with him just as mercy of Srimati Radhika. Relax and openly embrace what's coming to him. And then he will realize how Srimati Radhika is merciful. How she is taking care about him.
Beautiful.
It's Srila Gurudev read for an Andaka.
Wow. Beautiful. Also, I have read, maybe little bit different way of expression.
Я читал одно очень детям также высказано. Несколько по-другому.
Raghunath Das was
Рагунатдас,
doing so many years bhajan,
он совершал много лет свободжен.
but Radhika does not appear in front of
не
him.
появлялась перед ним. Сакшат Даршан
Sakshat Darshan.
not happened.
So therefore, I'm taking shelter of your dearest Kunda,
Поэтому я принимаю
of Radha
прибежище
Kunda.
твоей дорогой, очень дорогой тебе Радха.
I feel
Я чувствую.
I'm completely unqualified to get your service, direct service.
Получить непосредственно служение тебе.
But still,
Но все же
I could not give up
я не могу
hope
оставить надежду.
to be your maid servant. And then crying, and more greed is increasing.
И со временем эта жажда только росла.
Then finally Radhika gave him mercy.
И, конечно, Радхика дала ему милость. I think it's better to explain what means Sakshat Darshan. Because he had so much visions inside of him in meditation. He saw Srimati Radhika. He saw how he is taking part in Lila serving. Lila means pastimes. He see pastimes of Srimati Radhika and taking part in these pastimes. But he had more desire. He had desire of Srimati Radhika coming in front of him. Not just inside of meditation.
Like I say, for example, I love one lady.
Например, я люблю какую-то женщину.
Sometimes lady come in my dream.
Иногда она приходит ко мне во сне.
Sometimes lady may appear some vision.
Так или иначе какое-то видение появляется ее.
But sometimes I am very happy.
Иногда даже я счастлив.
But actually I'm not really happy if my lover come to in front of me.
Но я не буду сейчас до конца, пока
And
не
talk,
появится прямо передо мной.
talk
Я не
directly,
буду говорить,
embrace directly,
обнимать ее непосредственно.
right? So this is Sakshat Darshan.
Это называется Сакшат Даршан. Это то, о чем молится Рагунатдас Госвами.
Sorry, Sakshat means direct.
Непосредственно.
Darshan means seeing.
Видение. Непосредственное видение. And this subject very nicely elaborately explained in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. The difference of vision inside and directly.
So we have to accept whatever happening in the mercy of Radharani. That's also true. So how Radharani is merciful upon to us also true. But if someone who is more eager to see or get service and this greed is more and more increasing, the devotee more desire to have Saksha Darshan. And then crying, and then this utmost stage, and then Radharani will come. So like if we are staying in United States, to meet President of the United States is not so easy. Or if we Italy, if we want to meet highest Pope, is not so easy.
Your Imperator of Japan and Mother Imperatrice.
Yeah, like if we are staying in Japan and if I want to meet the Emperor, it's almost impossible.
So much protection.
You know? So the part to speak to meet Srimati Radharani is much more higher, more difficult to meet, than President of the United States or Emperor of Japan. Is not to compare. So we have to be very one point and very strong desire, like children, like child crying. Then real mother, our dearest Radhika will come.
It's very nice in this case to remember the prayer of Sri Rupa Goswami, Krishnadeva Bhavantam. When he is praying to Krishna, he is telling, then I'm desiring so much to be with Srimati Radhika. And he is praying about this. But then I remember what the great efforts was did by previous sadhu in previous ages, and compare with what I'm doing for my goal. What was their goal and what was my goal? They had desire to go to Narayan in Vaikuntha. My desire go much more higher, the top of possibilities. But what they did for their goal and what I'm doing, my hands become like this. I'm hopeless. But then I remember, but you, Krishna, has Agata Gatana Patyasi Shakti, that energy, that power, means Srimati Radhika, which can do impossible possible by just unlimited mercy. Then my eagerness again, my hope again coming.
And also Gurudev, therefore Gurudev say, can we do 15,000 of tapasya, austerity, like a sage of, like Dandakaranya, forest, or Veda personified. We can live only at most 100 years. It's impossible. So we cannot do sadhana like that. Therefore, Gurudev's conclusion is we cannot be sadhana siddha. We only possible by kripa siddha.
Мы можем лишь рассчитывать на милость крипа сидhi, на совершенство посредством милости. Kripa siddhi means perfection which attained just by mercy, only by mercy,
by love.
Like I say, some very difficult to enter shop. I don't know, maybe United States, only big person can go to some shop or some kind of like a special restaurant. So at that time, normal effort impossible to enter. But someone who knows that shop or some restaurant, kind of, frequently go to this shop. The person, oh, come. But I don't have enough, qualification. No, if I'm there, if I introduce you, no problem. Come with me. But don't alone. You can come only with me. Then the owner say, who is this lady? Oh, this is my friend. Please let her. Yes. Because you are there. No, I don't care. Because if something missing, you repair. Yes, yes,
Если что-то будет не хватать, вы заплатите.
like this.
Таким образом.
So we have only hope is
Наша
mercy.
надежда лишь милость.
We have only hope of our Gurudev's mercy,
Наша
our
надежда
Prema
лишь
Gurudev's
милость.
mercy,
Гуру,
our Guru Parampara's mercy, Nitai Gaura's mercy. Like that.
милость нашей ученической преемственности.
Thank you very much.
Спасибо большое.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Go.